What's up, you guys? Welcome back. What's up, friends? All right, special live FOMC coverage. Holla, let's go. Market's solid, super solid today. My spidey sense tells me that as soon as FOMC comes out, whatever it is, we're going to move. I don't think we're going to sell off, even if they expect the news. Market's looking for any reason not to die. Unless they come up with something that's like, you know, a hit to whatever we thought's going to happen. Stops will wick out. Let's take a look. Let's look at some numbers really quick. A couple of things I want you guys to consider is your trading ranges. The expected thing is going to happen. It's like the Wall Street should be not surprised at all. So the response is going to be a not surprised at all. Now the question you have, remember, write down these numbers: 21, 911, and 60, 88. Those are half gaps on the contract rollover. This is crucial. The market is supporting. A bull market will support here in whatever capacity. A greater bull market for the quarter, it's not going to fill in this gap. So even if the market is like trying to trend down, like you can see right here, like this, the movement down looks kind of like that. You can easily see that if it's trying to trend down, whatever happens, FOMC does this and then that and then continues to trade. The market's not going to do this. The market is not going to do this. It's not going to happen. It's too stable. It's too liquid. And if it's going to go up, you can see the pathway is to there. So let me make it bigger. Right? You guys can easily see the two paths. The downward pressure is here. So it's sloping. The upper pressure is here. So any pop is back to there and it consolidates. Any drop is to drop likely and then retrace and then likely trend lower. It's trending if it's going down. It's not selling. It's too liquid to sell off. This is NQ. This is NQH5. This is after rollover. This is a continuous contract here. In my opinion on the dice roll, this is what I feel we're gonna roll the dice on. I do think it's gonna do this. Maybe after the press conference, I think that's what we're gonna get. And the market's gonna try to sell. And I believe that Powell's gonna say something aggressive along the lines of what they expect to see happening. In the next year. If they say we're going to be more aggressive, it's going to go like this. If they say we're not going to be aggressive at all, the market may respond favorably. So the press conference is everything. The decision is here. The decision's not going to do anything. So the question is, do you think in quarter one they're going to be more aggressive or less aggressive on hikes? No hikes. Cuts. Nothing. Yes or no? You're going to look for that. That's it. So the upward path is here. Downward path is here. You have the range. The range is full DD band, both sides. So we've got full range here. And the press conference can be the tell. Legend has it, and whenever Matt ends the stream, the rally takes off. That also is the legend. So just let me end the stream super quick, and then it'll start moving. You guys know the rule. Nasdaq is a similar boat. I mean, that's Nasdaq, sorry. S&P in a similar boat. But this could be one of those few rare FOMCs where the market's expected to do something, and yet the market doesn't sell off. Sometimes you have the expectation come out and it just flies, and the press conference keeps going. I'm not gonna lie. My spidey sense tells me today's one of those days when the market's just gonna rip on the FOMC that we might not even get a chance to trade it. You know what I'm saying? Like the announcement's gonna come out, and all of a sudden the market's just gonna, and it doesn't do that often. But I think we're due for a reason to squeeze this market. You know what I'm saying? And a huge green candle that stays green. And at the press conference, like, tries to sell it. Here, press conference tries to sell, and it goes, and then it goes. Like, honestly, I just feel it today. For some reason, I feel it. Can't explain my feelings, guys. I just feel it, baby. It just feels like one of those days. So we'll see what we get. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button, guys. You know how it goes. Get my voice back here a little bit. I also fixed my mic. Does it sound better? I sounded robotic the last couple of days. Some of y'all told me, but I didn't hear it until I listened today. How's it sound now? Does it sound better? No more robot? Yeah, that's better. Y'all, I didn't know what y'all were talking about. Yeah, I had to set it's my bad. I had to set I didn't set my EQ, I forgot, and then my mic was looping back, so I was basically like looping my mic twice. So you were getting two audio feeds in phase. So it sounded like it probably had like a robot sound to it when I would talk. You know, like a buy long. That's redundant. You must buy long if you're buying. I'm long this market. I've been long this market since 2022. Since I called the bottom in October 2020, the first person in the world to call the bottom. You guys remember that? Okay, so today's upper targets on futures. I remember when I called the bottom. Y'all want to be impressed? I'll show y'all something. Everybody thought I was crazy. August Scooter monthly maps. That's all I use. Called the bottom. The market was selling off 2022. Use my monthly map. I bookmarked the tweet. I'm calling a bottom for 2022 in October 17th. This is the day it turned around. Literally the day before it turned around. That's what we did. That's what we do here. I made a fortune on those trades. A fortune. I made a bunch of call purchases. JP Morgan, Apple, Nvidia, QQQ, and each one of them was a 6-figure trade. And there's videos on my channel Go back, it's like my 1200% or 1500% options trades. I buy options when I'm reversing the market. It's the only time I'll ever do it. What is all this junk on my chart here? What the heck? This is not... What? Blank. All right, here we go. Oh, because on the futures, that's why. All right, get rid of this. Back in October 17th, 2022. Right here, guys. Hold on, wait. This is 2022. Y'all remember this? I'm gonna prep y'all how good my monthly maps are. October 17th, right here. Literally here. I'm gonna draw a circle right here. This guy. That day. Market's filling off since December of the previous year, and right there I said this is the bottom. This is it. The market is reversing. Nailed it. Had a feeling, but also commitment of traders and monthly maps. That's it. Those are the two best indicators on planet Earth for predicting the future. The best chance you have is the positional distributions of those indicators. People were telling you they're positioned for a bull market in the middle of the sell-off. And every podcast I was on with every fundamental trader in the world, I was on a bunch of podcasts and famous podcasts too. And everybody was pulling me in because I was the only bullish person that had a bull thesis against all these bears. They told me I was an idiot. And I laughed all the way to the fucking bank with that call. So there we go. I'm telling you, monthly maps are very solid. Okay, right now, upper DD band 61.65 today is the range. 61.10, a break of this is bad. This is bad for today, not bad for the month, but bad for today. Okay, 61.10, write it down. For the 61.10 S&P. That's bad for futures today. Nasdaq is going to be a similar boat. That's it. Monthly maps and COT. That's it. Look, let me show you how, dude, let me show you how good I am with all of this. It's not calling the bottom. It's calling tops too. It's the positions don't lie. It's a dead giveaway. Hold on. The market just doesn't pivot without you knowing it. You'll know it. You'll have a head start by months. You never been through the COT class? Dude, here, hold on, wait, let me open it up. Positions don't lie. This, like, it's incredible how we're not going even more viral with this. So look, back here. And I tweet with the timestamp, January 5th, right here, this red candle. Market rallies after COVID for years and years and years and years and years. And right here, this is the first short-term correction, first time I ever said it. First time in as long as I can remember that I'm seeing a possible short-term correction. Monthly map committed traders right here. Volatility is going to take over. That's from monthly map number 4. And likely this quarter, sidelines is a good idea starting now. I called the fucking top on that day. That day, literally that day. That's it. Right here, I called a 2-month bear market rally. We rallied for exactly 2 months. Literally 2 months to the dot, 60 days. Here. That's the bottom right here. The bottom for 2022. And it doesn't get nasty again until next summer, which was here. Everyone thought the market was selling off, and this is the minute I said it's rallying. And then right here, came back, it said breaking news, monthly maps changed. It's no longer summer, it's now October. And we have that window opening up, and then we rallied and rallied and rallied and rallied. We kept rallying. And in July 5th, I said the recession was over, and people were like, it's going to double top and sell off. And I go, no, you guys are idiots. The market's going to be at S&P 6,000 in 4 years in 2021. And it's now 4 years later, and it's now 6,000. So this is what makes us fucking the biggest secret on Wall Street, dude. This is it. It's so fucking good. So good. It's positions don't lie. So I think positions don't lie. And positions tell you everybody is positioned. It can't be wrong. It's never wrong because positions are what is. It's like it can't be wrong. That's the best part. Only serious I don't buy YouTube ads, probably. That's the thing. It's never wrong. This is where the positions are. It can't be wrong. It doesn't make any insinuation. It just shows you what is. That's the thing. It's so good. Let's do it now. All right, let's do the readout. Decision in 20 minutes. Here's the readout. Okay. Currently, we're not trading in either zone. So monthly maps has 4 steps. It's the world's weirdest number 2. Here's the 4 steps, and here's how you read it. You just click the monthly map button. Click this, open it up. Click this, and it'll show you anything with any stock, anything with options. Go to your cheat sheets, which is in the Discord. Open it up. Go through steps 1 through 4. What kind of zone are we in? That's step 1. Kind of in the middle, neither. Step 2 is how are the bulls longing or whatever over time? How are the bulls changing over time? Bottom of bull zone is sloping down. Choppy. Sloping down. This is January 17th. And bulls are more bullish. The positions are getting deeper in the bull zone. More bulls are coming. So rally strong from here. The other side, the bear side. Yeah, you guys can use this. This works for anything. If you have Rocket Scooter, this will work for any stock. Okay. There's actually 2 layers here. Bear zone sloping down. That's this one. So bull zone sloping down is your bear zone. Here it says bulls are longs are accumulating, and this says bears are exiting a short squeeze. So bears a short squeeze through February. Means every dip's gonna get bought up. If it sells off hard on Fed today, it's a dip to buy for tomorrow. What's the volatility situation looking like? That's the last step. Is it tight? Yeah, so the space between them, between the 2 zones, is tight. Like there's not a lot of space. You get a little space coming up at the beginning of the year. For the next 2 or 3 weeks, there's no space. So there's no volatility. It's completely liquid. Market's liquid, which means it's going to be very hard to sell off. So leading into Fed, market's too liquid to crash. So because liquid is hard to sell off, dips will get bought up because you got shorts still waiting to squeeze and longs waiting to get in on the dip. And so we're in the middle of the range, which means the FOMC is going to be a muted response with no volatility. If it sells off, it'll sell off for today and then rally tomorrow. That's QQQ. Let's do SPY. My music is quiet. Oh yeah, I turned it down a little bit. I try to keep the music low. It's just to fill up the void. Y'all listen to your own music. S&P is like even better. S&P is clean. There's a little bit of possible bull liquidation. It's slight. It's not even much at all, but then it gets back to waving down. And there's still short squeeze with no volatility. S&P's in the same boat. So, FOMC today. The FOMC today is going to be like a muted response. It's not going to be, if it crashes, to be the weirdest thing to see if this crashed. Because the market's too liquid for it to sell off. I'm the Kendrick Lamar of the stock world. Let's go. You get 5 ads every stream claiming to do what I'm doing and offering a free ebook. Oh wait, where did the tip to my pen came off? What the hell? What the hell? There it is. That's strange. How'd that unscrew on its own? See, this is my scatterbrain. I must have been unscrewing this and I've been paying attention. It fell on my lap. That's like when I'm telling you, I was walking and carrying Topo Chico and I just let go of the box. Like I forgot I was carrying it. And I smashed a bunch of glass bottles on my brand new floor in the brand new house. And I looked down and I was like, was I carrying that? I'm so sick. I'm out of it. How can the monthly maps change day to day? So yeah, it'll change every day. So tomorrow you'll get another. Yeah, sorry, I'm sick, Gideon, bro. It's like I have the flu. Yeah, so monthly maps will update every single day. We get a new read every night from Opera dumps the data on us every night. So monthly maps today. Good, good baby. They good. It's bullish. Bullish and liquid through here, and which means if we sell off today, it's a long for tomorrow. All right, let's do COT, baby. Committed traders. 15 minutes. Committed traders. If you're gonna have this read, committed traders. We'll tell you the futures distribution. This is telling you the distribution in SPY. Let's look at the same light through futures, and I'll teach you how to read this. So this report will tell you a similar thing, but in futures, y'all. Bam, 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 bam. This is S&P, ES E-mini, H25. What you're going to do, and you're going to look at these 4 categories at the bottom. The FTR report, that's the one you care about. You're going to look for what is the green line doing? The asset managers. The asset managers are becoming more like, well, let me tell you how to read it first, okay? This report is so special. If you know how to read this report, you will be 10 times better than anybody you know trading. You will see what is. Markets will always rally. Markets will always rally when this green line is becoming more green. Always. It's always the case. Always the case. Anytime this green line is increasing, the market will go up. That's it. That's one thing to take note of. This is the active long position of the asset managers. Asset managers are long only institutions. They don't short. This is the accumulation side of the market. Green line goes up, we're rallying. When the green line's coming down, we're usually selling. Green line's coming down, we're selling. Green line's coming down, we're selling. Okay? So right now, everybody trying to call tops in the market, you could tell them, you're a fucking moron. Market's topping out. Really? Says who? You're completely dumb. Market's stopping. The market's going straight up. Nobody's selling. Nobody's selling. Tell your friends they're all dummies. I'm scared of the market. It's at the high. Fuck you. Don't be scared. Be a man. Toughen up. Market's going up. Still gonna go up. Be strong like ox. Okay, asset managers. Green line going up. Market's going up. It's good. All right. Number 2, hedge funds. This is the hedging side of the market. Using futures to hedge. Active positions. Let's go this. Typically what you'll see is the following patterns. They may not be dumb. No, they're dumb because they're acting on fear. Animals act on fear. Humans act on logic. Would you like to trade like an animal or trade like a human? We're going to be smart. Everyone else is going to be dumb. That's what you have to tell yourself. Animals instinctively act on fear. Humans, however, have the ability to solve logic problems, don't we? So are you man or are you mouse? When you see these two move like this, you get the following. When the bulls are longing more and the bears are shorting more, or the bulls are selling and the longs are buying, this is a very liquid market. Liquid markets do not crash. They never crash. They will never crash, right? Anytime they're fanning apart, it's liquid. Right now, the market's extremely liquid. The buyers are finding sellers. And there's and that's what you're seeing. So check this out. Anytime they fan apart or pinch together, it fans apart, market rallies up. It doesn't crash. It doesn't crash, sorry. When it fans apart, it doesn't crash. The selling stops. When it fans apart, the selling stops. You guys see that? I'm teaching you guys like solid gold here. When it fans apart, even at the bottom of COVID, the selling stops. Right here, when it was topping here, everybody's like, we're going to sell off. Yet the market was positioning to be liquid, and liquid markets don't crash. And Moderna came out with the vaccine right here, like in August. Boom, and the market rallied from there. And you didn't have to wait for the Moderna vaccine because you saw on the kimono traders from as early as June, the market was liquid, and liquid markets don't crash. And people were like, it's going to sell off again. They're going to have COVID round 2. And Biden goes in office. They're going to shut everything down. Positions were like, nope, sorry, keep rallying. And if you remember, back in here, I was like, we're going to 6,000. Market's going to double in the next 4 years. And people thought I was dumb. I was right. And they were dumb. So illiquid markets are the only ones that crash. And illiquid markets is when they're both sloping down or both sloping up. And this is cool. This pen is, I love having my pen back. Okay. This is illiquid or volatile markets. Those are one-sided moves. And volatile markets move quick. When they're parallel. All right. So here, check it out. Look, green's going up and up and up and up and up. So market's rallying. And then right here is when the green was selling, but the market still went higher. And why? Because you had them pinching together. Now shorts were covering. It was a short squeeze to propagate the second part of the market. This is the long. This is the short squeeze. Short squeeze. And then right here, they're both parallel to the downside. And then that's when you had your recession. And then right here, literally guys, right here, they started fanning out again. Right there, when Daddy called his 2-month bear market rally because they're fanning out. I had, God, like 2 months a head start on this one. And then right here, October of 2022, right there, when they're fanning out, I had a month head start on that one. Oh, markets crash. You're dumb, Mr. Paradise. You don't know anything. The fundamentals of stocks are trading 55 times over earnings. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, listen up, bro. Positions are fucking they don't lie, dude. They don't lie. Positions don't lie. And like as early as September, which was like right here, 2 weeks, 3 weeks early. Boom, got the signal. So where are we at right now? That's it. All that matters. Dude, I made a fortune trading after COVID. A fucking fortune. Like a dumb amount of fortune. It's not even funny. Listen, we're here. What are we doing right now? Number one, longs going up, which means market's rallying. Number two, we're now, as of the beginning of November, fanning out, which means the market is now rallying and liquid. Liquid markets do not crash. The last thing is the market makers. If this red line is above zero, the market also doesn't crash, which is rare. But when that happens, that's where the money comes. Anytime this red line goes above zero and the market makers themselves, the dealers are positive, the market's never crashed once. So right here in March, right here, as soon as the dealers went long there, they don't drop, they raise the price. They need to find sellers. Right here, the 2-month bear market rally right here. Market makers went positive again. I called the rally. October 17th, market makers are positive and the market's liquid. Double case it won't sell off. And right here is how I nailed it to the week. I'll get it right every single time with this chart. When this red line's above zero, right here, above zero, market doesn't crash. It does never crash once in the history of this report. You guys now have learned the most valuable piece of information you ever learned in your entire trading life. Good luck with that. Go make generational wealth with that information. Every 5 to 10 years, the market will crash one time. So I'm telling you, the market will crash one time a decade, give or take. Use the monthly maps and use commitment traders to look at the positions to decide when the market's topping and bottoming. You will never miss it if you do it right. The positions don't lie. The positions will tell you if the market's illiquid. Only illiquid markets crash. Liquid markets don't crash. There's no reason to. If there's an active willing buyer, they would never drop the bid. You lower price to look for buyers. If you found them, the market doesn't lower price. Oh, Josh, that one is from Bar Chart. So I like the Bar Chart one because it's simple. Like CME has one. There's a couple of websites that have interactive one. Yeah, but the Bar Chart one I've used forever because it's simple. It's cut and dry. I also removed the commitment traders report. I only show the FTR. That's the only important one. I only use S&P for the analysis. So right now, let's look at it. Again, fanning out markets are liquid. The hedge funds and asset managers, very liquid market, liquid at the top. There's no sign of any kind of selling. Now, this is a week-old data, but still, it's good. Boom, boom, boom. 6 minutes till we go. Fed. All right, Fed's gonna raise rates 0. Fed's gonna cut rates 25 points. The Fed fund futures are pricing in that. We need to see what the futures are pricing in for the next round. CME has a Fed Watch tool. The current rate is 450 to 475. There's a 98.6% chance that we drop to 425 to 50, which is a 25 basis point. Anyone can deduce that. Earlier in the year, Jay Powell said they're going to cut 100 basis points, give or take. The dot plot, which is released every meeting, we will get a dot plot today, which will forecast what the next 2 years are going to be like. The dot plot shows how each member votes on where they think appropriate policy will be, and it kind of looks like this. And when you looked at the dot plot, 100% of all FOMC members, when they made that vote last year, stated that we would be at 4.5 by the end of the year. 4.5. That's it. All of them said 4.5 was the peak, which means 100% of them wanted to cut 100 basis points. And we've only cut 75. And when you do the math, that's why this is the way that it is. 25 points are left, which is why Wall Street is so confident in a 25 basis point cut. And we knew this last year, right? When they said they're going to start cutting. At the first rate cut, we knew it was going to be 100 for the year. And the question all year was, do we get 250s or 425s? We knew it's going to be 100. So the weird thing would be if today we cut 50, right? That would be the thing nobody's voting on. The Fed Watch has that close to about a 1.5% chance right here of the vote of being us, 1.5% chance of no cut. So right now there is zero bet on a 50 basis point cut. That would be an absolute game changer to the market. So literally 0 people. Y'all see that? There's 0% chance of 50 basis point per Wall Street's probability that they believe. So if a 0% thing happens, the market's going to fly off the fucking handle, right? So this is likely to happen. I think the FOMC, we're going to have a muted response from that. It's going to be the expected thing. But what's important is for not the new reading to come out, but the dot plot that comes out with the reading, which will come out in just a second. I want you guys to open up a website called Financial Juice. Financial Juice will give you the juice. That's what I love to use. It's my favorite news aggregator on the planet. People that made this website are really, really, really good. Financial Juice will parse the information as soon as it comes out and spit it out for you. They use AI. It's so great. So the dot plot will spin out here when it comes out. What I'm hearing is that we can enter wherever we want, but then we must screen by the power of rocket scooter. Oh, that takes me back to my childhood. He-Man, by the power of Grayskull. Dude, I need some more Kleenexes. Hold on. All right, 3 minutes. Wait. Let's go, baby. Should I just be like a dumb gambler? I don't recommend doing this. Are we on top? Oh, yeah, baby. We're on top. What's up, Amina? Should I be a dumb gambler? Or just a long in the Fed? I mean, the expected result's going to happen. Typically, if the expected result happens, the market doesn't do anything. But it's not going to be the FOMC that moves the market. It's going to be the dot plot that looks into next year, as well as the press conference. So the press conference in 30 minutes is when the big juice comes out. I have to be a role model for you. Whatever. Watch this. Watch this. Screw being a role model. I'm going to long it with 2 micros, and you can't say nothing about it. I'm rolling the dice with 2 micros, baby. I'm either going to be $200 richer or $200 poorer. No, don't judge me. Don't you judge me. I'm going to put 2 micros on this and roll the dice. Don't ever do what I'm doing. This is dumb. But like I said, I'm going to play the penny slots today. Upper target is 61.65. You come across many live streamers of my content's a hidden gem, deserves for our reviewers. Tell everybody about it, dude. Make sure you spread the word. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we're the best for sure by a long shot. I'm the best trader on YouTube. There's not even someone in close second place. They all the other streamers know me too. I just don't do as much marketing. But a lot of the other streamers use Rocket Scooter, believe it or not. All right, data's coming out. Damn. Oh, damn, there's the $200. On the news. What do we get? 4.5%. Now we got the expected thing. Look at this, down $60. Let's go. Did trade debate just freeze up? What the heck? Okay, this is weird. Everything froze. Hold on, guys. I guess the market loves me today. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh shit, we broke MHP. I'm back. That was quick. All right, let's see what the data came out as. Here's my 2 micros. Look at that, $200. I calculated it pretty good. All right, we're back on top of hedge pressure. Let's go. Let's add to it. Add some micros there, whatever. What's the numbers, baby? Median rate for next year, 3.875. So it's a forecast of more. So we came down. We're at 4.5. So aggressive. Aggressive for next year. It's good. It's very good. Here's my micros, baby. Let's go. Write it. It's pretty aggressive for next year, I would say. Let's analyze this real quick. 4.5. Look, everybody next year, only one person thinks where it look. A little bit over 4.25. Target rate longer, 1 less than 4. That's not super aggressive. That's decent though. But next year, the average right below 4, right? So 375. So by next year, 75 basis points by the end of next year, which means about 3 cuts of 25. That's it. So 3 cuts of 25 next year. Market didn't like that. You know, that was a little weak. Get on top of MHP, baby. Let's go. Pop right back here. Get right here. I just put micros on it. Don't die on me yet. Come on. Press conference in just a little bit. My little rinky-dink micros trade. I told you I'd be up and down a couple $100. I'm gonna close this if it doesn't pop. Yeah, results pretty negative on this one. Big sell-off today is a good long entry for tomorrow. Just pop that out, we'll close that. Market hated that news for sure. I guess people wanted to be more aggressive than anything. Oh, see how the way of this one. My spidey sense that we were gonna go up, but there's the downside move, so let me show you. Yeah, just let it do its thing. Let's look at ENQ today. Outside of DD band, let's try some NASDAQ. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, probably on DD float on this one. Pocket. Let's take it. One off a bull zone. Just one. I was fully expecting it to go the other way, but so for that, was there the MHP move on this one? So I'm just playing with like about $1,000. I'm looking for MHP to hold. Just one. Bull zone bottom typically hold 90% of the time. MHP breaks are dangerous. So be very careful. Hey, Powell, I'm gonna say on the press conference. Well, I think what happened was there's less of a people were not as happy to see that we're gonna basically cap out, that we're gonna stay at 4 for many years. That's actually not. It's not as aggressive. It used to be the longer run policy was closer to 2 to 3, and that is up higher. That's the reason why. Price in approximately 2 to 3 rate cuts in 2025. That's not that aggressive. So 2 or 3 of 25 each. Oh, oops, that's a little further than I wanted it to go. It's dangerous. Don't ever trade during Fed. I was just playing with like about $1,000, give or take. You're gonna hit that bull zone. All right, bounce off bull zone. I'm gonna be very mad at you. Bull zone right here back. Now again, we're outside of DD band. It's very dangerous. So this market's like I want to be right back up here. This is not good. Don't do what I'm doing. I just want to entertain you guys on the stream. This is not a good setup. Bull zone right about here. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. Tango mid. Yeah. In queue running. Yep. Guys, hit that like button. Don't forget. Don't forget to smash it. Falling knife. Yeah, there's nothing to it. I'm going to lose like 1,500 at most and call it. They don't like the idea that we're only getting maybe 2 rate cuts next year. The market's aggressive, like basically very aggressive on that one. Yeah, there's not much on this. Usually we'll cut it pretty soon. I'm right near my stop. My stop is going to be, if we pass this low, that's my stop. Give or take, look right here. I'm in at bull zone, which is what I normally do. You love the bulls on bottom bounces. I already take it. That's good. That's good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. From here, 21, 22 to 60, 40 points. About one full strike on this. Bloody hell. Yeah, wait with the press conference, but it's going to reiterate the same thing. So futures expectation. Press conference coming out in like 20 minutes. The expectation is that we're going to have only 2 rate cuts next year, maybe 3 at the most. But the market didn't like that idea that it's not aggressive and that it's also tapering. All right, if I get my bounce on keys, I'm going to cut it. Always buy bull zone bottom. That's always technical. Right here. 90% of days we will close. Again, even including Fed, 90% of days we close above here. 90% of days. Again, this is a catalyst or an event, so we kind of like ignore the percentages as much. But normal trading, I'm looking for this to be here. Right. I'll take the dip. I'll risk a couple grand on this one. No big. Data dependent. Yeah, he's going to say data dependent. No, the Fed doesn't want to cut rates. They only cut, especially if the market's rallying, they don't care to cut rates anymore. They want to get assets off their books. That market's too liquid to crash. It's going to bounce for sure. Remember, I did the analysis at the start of the day. I just might be wrong about today, but I'm just going to take the bet anyways, because why not? We'll like have some fun with it. Why the hell not? Yeah. Come on, FOMC press conference coming up 17 minutes. Like that's really like today's kind of unusual. But the idea is that we got the expected move that we thought we were gonna get, and then the FOMC just did what we thought it was gonna do. Right? I have the worst luck when it comes to rolling the dice. I should never do it. I just wait for my setups. That's the better way to do it. Remember, I put 2 micros on it, and I closed out my 2 micros, and then I got in on some minis at my bull zone. That's exactly what I want to do. Let's get in that cash, baby. I could turn this into maybe a $3,000 trade if it goes back to where I want it to go. If I can get the full 4 points, 160 points on 2. It's 400 every 10. That would be, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 40, 1,600. Yeah, 3,200. If it rallies back up to open, it's $3,200. I'll risk 1,000 to make it. Take the 200. Yeah, probably. Again, like I said, we betting that at least hold MHP. If we go back above MHP, I'll add to the position. Like I said, I'm gonna risk about 1,000 if I'm wrong. That's some pretty gnarly selling pressure though. I didn't expect it to do this, but it's the dot plot. Like I told you guys, it's the announcement of what the reading was. It's the idea that this is next year and that's next year and that's next year. Policy is scattered. You can see where the majority of people, at least by 2027, think that 3 is more appropriate. And in the longer run, they're very scattered. This is kind of the problem. It's the scattering. They're not unified. Right now, majority of people, well this is where the mean of them are, like the peak of this plot, right? This is the important part. So you can see that the peak is lowering, which means the majority of policy participants think that policy should be lower, which is good, but it's not that aggressive. Problem is that there's a lot of people that are stuck up here at 4. That's what Wall Street didn't like to hear. There's a lot of people up in the upper echelon that says, that's it. We're not cutting rates. And the problem with that is going forward right here. You see there's a dead split. There's a lot of people. That's like 50-50. There's a lot of people that think we should go lower. A lot of people think we should stop. So right now, the Fed is torn. It's not, that's where you guys see how the Fed is torn. There's kind of like a discrepancy between them. And that's why they think that. Right, S&P and TD band will float. Yep. So this is how you read. It's not the announcement. It's Wall Street is always looking ahead. The announcement was expected. Next year, like right here, we're at 4.5. Next year we're at 4, which is 50 points just for the year, which is 2. I misspoke. This is 2. Each one of these is 25. So this is 2 rate cuts next year for the entirety of 2025. For 2026, 7 of the voting members think that we should stay where we are or get 1 more cut. 5 more think we get 2 cuts. 4 more think we get 3 cuts. But the majority of people think that 2027 is it. We're done cutting after 26. The Fed is stopping appropriately relative to 3 to 3.5, and that's as low as it goes. Wall Street, the problem is these dot plots last year, they were mostly at 2 and 2.5. That's where they were. They were down here. So the fact that the split is higher and no one wants to budge is the bearish nod. That's what you're seeing. And again, like I said, I'm just taking a gamble here. I don't like my trade anymore, to be honest. But I always take a long off of here. Let's see if we get it. But I hate it, right? Like I said, I told myself I'm going to risk 1,000. I'm going to buy at my support to make 32. I'll make 1,500. That's about where I'm at. I'm about to cut the whole thing. If it doesn't move, I want to hold this green line. S&P. And I just say, like I said, I was just gonna touch it with a little tiny trade. I've had many $50,000 days lately. I'm trading in one account, one position. I'm just gonna risk a couple thousand to trade. I'm trading pennies relative to what I normally trade. So nothing on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably just trim it. I'm going to lose at most maybe $2,000 and I'm just going to cut it. Like I said, I'm looking for the E band to hold S&P. It's probably like 3 or 4 grand if I'm right. So, but the idea is that we get back at least to 6110 on NASDAQ or 6110 on S&P. As Garrett said, there's dissent. The committee members are split. This is the problem. This is you guys all see this? Yes, y'all agree? This is the problem. This right here. This exactly is the problem right here. There's like 2 camps, right? There's these people are like, fuck no, we're not changing a thing. And these people are like, come on guys, let's do it. There's a split. There's no mean. There's 2 different areas. Some people think 3 and 75 or 3.5. Some people think 275. You'll see this. Yeah. It's not uniform anymore. And the mean used to be lower. So FOMC not liking this stuff, or the Wall Street's not liking that idea. And look, now I'm back to green. This is so stupid. Don't trade during Fed. This is rule number 1. I just threw micros at it earlier and I put minis at my low target. It's starting to pick up and get a little violent here. The press conference starts in 9 minutes. I don't think Powell's going to say anything that the data doesn't already show. I think that the press conference, again, is going to have like a expected response. Very scripted. We'll see. An ASIC target today is here. Let's see if it works. 221. Always buy at bull zone. That's the rule. Now it's green. Now it's green, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sick, so I can have a voice, but I would normally be shouting. You guys in our Discord? Make sure you join our Discord. We're the biggest live streaming futures trading community there is, at least on the paid side. We have more members in our community than any other 2 communities put together. We're just smaller on YouTube because we did everything in Zoom for many years. Our Zoom calls are typically as big as some of the biggest YouTube streamers' streams. Always forward looking, that's it. Only now the trade's green. Look, how about that? Now the problem with this though is there's going to be a rejection off of here, so you be very careful. It might take a little bit of drawdown if it doesn't push through. Bull zone every time. 90% our DD band. Well, technically I should trim, but what the hell? Let's hold it. Normally I would just trade it right back to there and call it because that's the last pivot and that's where it's irrational. But I mean, whatever, right? I'm just going to play with a couple dollars today. I got this trade active in just 1 account right now. That's it. Just 1. I was willing to risk 1 account for it. If we break DD, I'm going to add to the position. Y'all ready for this? Let's see some magic. Let's see if we get it. Be great. I want to say fuck it and see how much I can get on this 1 account. Let's double the position on DD band. Why not, dude? I don't care. I said I'm gonna lose a couple grand. This is dumb trading. Don't do anything I'm doing right now. I'm just having fun. Get above that green. Get above that green. Don't reject. Don't reject. Don't reject. Don't reject. I got in too early. Again, I should have waited for the confirmation. Whatever. Come on. Come on. I'm looking for the MHP push as well. 90% of days, here's the stats. 90% of days will close above this orange. 90% of days will close above here. That's why I'm in that trade, and that's why I'm adding at that trade. Now, resilience is less than 0, so we're below here for today. High of day. Doesn't break through the open. Press conference in 5. Now I'm just being scared. Dude, Nasdaq is so violent, man. It's uncomfortable to trade Nasdaq sometimes in volatility. Getting crazy again. I just took one off. I don't like it as fast as it's moving. Yeah. Okay, I give up. Okay, I'm out. I'm fucked this one. I'm done. I'll get back in if we break above. I don't like it, so I'll take whatever that was. Okay, no trade on this one. We didn't get any good luck on this one. I'm going to wait. If I get another break, I'll take it. But yeah, no, that's it. There's no good trades on this one today. So here's the rule I take, right? So I don't do low probability setups. Only 8% of days close below this band. 92% close above this band here. So in the low probability zone, I'm going to get out of the way quick. Look, I got out of the way quick. I was waiting for it to break through, and it didn't break through. So I'm out of the trade on the low prob, and I'm not going to back hold. So again, like I said, I was going to risk a couple grand and make like 4 grand, something like that. But, you know, I've been trading my 20 Apex accounts. Each one of them is, you know, making like 3 to 5 a day. So I've been making like 30, 40, 50K a day sometimes. This is just a couple $1,000 in one account, not big. I don't want to play. I don't really play much on Fed. It's a gamble, but you can see the Wall Street is very aggressively hating what it read today. I'm going to say that today there's no action. Let it fall. Tomorrow's dip to buy. So we're back down to like the low end of things. If I'm above 22,160 like it was earlier, I'm back in on the long. But until then, no back hold in the low percent. I'm always out of a trade. Low probability setup. I tried to add when I got to my level. But this is where my stop was, and I actually closed out earlier before my stop, which is good. You know, and essentially just for fun, I said I'm going to dice roll with 2 micros. I only lost $300, something like that. I got all the way. Tried to get on NASDAQ, didn't work. One account is down like $1,400 total. It's not even anything worth worrying about. But just to have some fun. I want to see if I got anything off of the move. Nothing. Catalyst is now active. Yep, let's do the mark. I teach you guys one more roll. Yeah, just let the market bleed today. So just to summarize. That's okay. Just to summarize, our catalyst, our S&P is 40 points. So anything down exactly 40 points, catalyst is active from that news event. And you're also, whenever you're trading with Fed, it's always a gamble. There's no technique you can use to get it right or wrong. You're gambling. So if you're trying to trade during Fed, the rule that we have is like not to trade. No catalyst yet. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, my bad. Catalyst. So catalyzed by the event. We'll take the first impact red line here. The event doesn't count because it didn't create any kind of effect. So this is a technique that's going to allow you to see when the market's irrational. We don't trade when cats are active either. So 1697 S&P futures is that level. It sucks. Having the flu sucks, guys. I'm really sick, so bear with me. Cat is active 1697 right here. Yep. Orange is positive, says most are above MHP. Yeah, most of the stocks are. But today, we kind of fell below zero. So, kind of not a good deal. So we need to get right back above here for me to be into this. Press conference just started. That'd be crazy for this to rally all the way back up. How do I determine the anchor point for the catalyst? It's part of the classes. There's a trick. If you take the classes, Kurzal, you'll learn it. There's one class that shows you how to do it. This is a starting point here. We have a whole lecture on it. I'm going to post something in Discord real quick. The issue today, let me get the dot plot up here. Problem is here. So dissent among the FOMC members is likely to be slow policy changes. When they're arguing with each other, they're not going to get a clear, easy vote. So I'm going to probably call the stream. No reason to still be touching this, but watch the press conference. Jay Powell's going to say the same rhetoric. It's like listening to data, blah, blah, blah. Fed does not want to cut rates. I'm going to tell you straight up. The market rallying at all-time highs. Fed does not want to cut rates. They were raising rates for a reason to get assets off their books. Now, they're still taking the policy that they're going to be cutting rates still, but they're going to freeze. So we're going to be sitting close to probably 3.5, give or take, for the next 3 or 4 years. That's a lot. So, Carousel, did you sign up for the classes? Or probably resume tomorrow. I feel better to do my Zoom calls. I just don't have as much of a voice. There's a certain thing you look for. It's a very simple trick once you learn it. This is where you're looking for today. Oops, sorry. And then you're going to measure the box or NASDAQ. Higher for longer. I think so. So the classes that we teach are recorded, so you can watch them after the fact. We have just opened our classes. They're never really for sale. They just, if you were a member of the Rocket Scooter. So basically, I'm the CEO of the Rocket Scooter trading platform company. So we built this trading platform with all the liquidity maps and techniques. We built this entire trading platform. That's what we did. And if you're a platform user, you can get our classes for free. It's $99 to check out that first month to do it. And it comes with all the indicators, the platform. You get your data feeds with that. But the classes were so popular, we took them out for Black Friday so people could actually pay for it. We made it dirt cheap, $20, Elvis. $20 for 20 days. Essentially, that's $1 a class, and it's about a 1 to 2 hour class. Every day is a specific technique. It's called 20 Days Profitability Mindset Masterclass. It teaches you a whole premise that you may not understand about the market. And it's essentially why you're losing money as a trader. Is likely not why you think you're losing money as a trader. We teach people the art of betting correctly. We teach these techniques. Each class is a specific technique. Most of them are about position sizing tricks and position management tricks. Why am I out of my trade right now? Why don't I trade micros going into Fed? I'm here gambling when you shouldn't be gambling, but I only lost like $1,500. It's not a big deal, right? So the idea is I know the limits of what the market can do. I'm betting within the constraints of that. I told you guys I'm gonna lose like $1,500 to make 4,000. My brain is always thinking about the profitability of my decisions. And I wanted to dice roll on the idea that we would get aggressive rate cuts next year, but we didn't get that. So Fed disappointed me. But yeah, so we do right at about 3:30 Eastern, and we start the classes there. And they're usually about an hour. And each class goes over a specific technique or Rocket Scooter technique. We talk about the probabilities of our setups. And like I said, it's an intro. If you guys want the best trading course you've ever taken in your life, by far, like better than any 5 courses you can ever buy. And I tell you that with a guarantee that in 3 days you hate it, we'll give you full money back. And nobody has ever asked for a refund in 8 years of me teaching in 3 days. After the first day, people are blown away. You read the reviews, okay? It's a whole different mindset. It's the only trading course worth your time, promise. It's a course on betting. It's not a course on chart reading. It's a course on betting properly, which is why you're losing if you're not winning. It's your bets are bad. Your bets are too big for the risk you're taking, things like that. So today we have setups I look for. 90% of days will close above this level. 9% of days will close above that level. Because I'm below the 90%, I don't hold positions in 10% areas, okay? So because we're outside of the range of high probability, I'm out of my trade. That's a quick and easy decision. You got to make sense, right? I don't like to be actively in a position where the probability that thing happened is small. So the idea is that, right, when you win the lottery, the probability is very small. That's why the win is very big. Typically in math, the smaller the chance that something happens, the greater the effect of when it happens, right? A penny stock. You know, a penny stock very rarely will run. When it runs so big because it defies all expectations. The odds are so tremendous that it doesn't move. So the odds are so tremendous that we would have held 531 in QQQ. The fact that we didn't, I'm out of the way. So I stay out of the way. And that's kind of why we teach you guys. So the catalyst class is very important. It's coming up soon. Again, the market can move. I'm back in on the long. I'll probably take it if we do get a move. 32.5 or higher. Yeah, I typically trade between like 8 or like 9 o'clock Eastern until about noon. That's it. About 2-3 hours a day. That's all I ever do to trade. Today's special because I'm streaming for Fed. No Zoom call today because I don't have much of a voice. And the Zoom calls, I record them. I get very enthusiastic with the teaching. I don't have the energy for it today yet. Tomorrow I'll be back. I got the flu, you guys. It's like fucking crazy. Headache. So like I said, market's too liquid to crash. If today sells off, let it sell off today. Tomorrow I'll be back to normal. I'll look for tomorrow as a tomorrow. Sick sucks. Like, I didn't even eat my eggs from this morning. Isn't that crazy? My breakfast, I wasn't even hungry. You only had 2 kids that were sick. That sucks, man. Hopefully they're doing better. So see that I know that I'm in the low probability zones. I'm out of the way. Safely out of the way. Another rule is the steady band. Only 8% of days will close down inside of here, which is why we have a rule. I don't do any trades out of here. I'll do long only off of strong pivots. I lost my strong pivots, got out of the way. Yeah, what's up, Jeff? Good to see you, man. I know this was my breakfast from earlier, dude. I just have no appetite. The flu I had, and food all tastes like sand. I lost all my, taste and smell is all gone again. It's not COVID though. They swabbed me. Went to the ER. You guys know I went to the ER on Saturday. I had so much mucus was so thick in my lungs I couldn't cough it up. And when I did like the night before, it was like rock. I coughed up a rock solid ball. It was like, it sounds really gross. I'm gonna gross you guys out. But it was like an eraser. Like when elementary school you had those erasers. It was hard and bouncy. It was so weird. It was so thick, like I could roll it into a ball. So it clogged up my airways. So Saturday morning I woke up and I couldn't breathe. I had to go to the ER. It's crazy. So I was in the ER for like half the morning. I went in there. They got me on steroids. They got me on a breathing tube, everything. Took some x-rays. They swabbed me. They was like, no, it's not COVID. You just have like a viral thing. But I was so dehydrated because what happened was we got a brand new house, by the way. So I just moved in this massive house. I've been moving up and down all day. Like I was sick Thursday, but Friday I'm like, I'm going to burn through it. I took an Adderall. Mistake number 1. Don't be taking methamphetamine to just burn through a move. I need the energy. I'm like, all right, I'll pop an Adderall. Dehydrated myself. Didn't drink any water. So that's why like I was like literally like rock hard mucus. It was crazy. And then I took a Mucinex on top of that. I nearly killed myself accidentally. Don't do both of those things. Yeah, don't do either of those things. No, Mucinex, by the way, any of your decongested typically has ephedrine or I basically stacked stimulants and I shouldn't have done that. Adderall plus ephedrine was like double stimulant. I had all the energy in the world to move shit up and down 4 floors in the last house, up 3 floors in the new house. But I paid for it that night. It's definitely like when you're sick, you need fluids, you need to drink water, and I didn't drink enough water. So I did it to myself. That's what how I was like so dehydrated, I didn't even know it. I've been working my ass off to get the new just see the new office? Yeah. I'm like, I'm sick. I'm just gonna pop an Addy to get me going. I gotta burn through it. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of stuff to move. And half the reason was because the girlfriend's parents were here helping out. And I didn't want, her parents are so awesome. They're like trying so hard to move stuff and downstairs. I'm like, I'm trying to keep them from doing it. Because they're, they're older and I don't want them to like, her mom threw her back out trying to help us out. And I was like, trying to tell her mom, I'm like, no. I got it. So I was trying to like do all the work. So here's the new office now, and I'm not done. I need my like rocket scooter thing. I need my rocket scooter logo, and I'm gonna hang up all my artwork. But for now, this is what it looks like now. Oh, I'll probably get copyrights from the 30 Seconds to Mars song that's playing in the background. Let me turn the sound off. But yeah, got my fridge. I usually have my rocket scooter sign there. I'm gonna probably put another plant there in front of the outlet. There's the computer. This is all the acoustic poem. A rocket scooter rug. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah, this is my setup. The reason I have 6 monitors is not just for trading. So you guys see me, I trade here. I've got another screen. Typically running like the companies here. I got my Discord up here. I'm running the stream over here. I got my encoder over here. My tablet I draw on, which is right here. And then I got a second setup for AV recording. So this is like a mastering station and another trading station. So I trade in competitions a lot of the time. I need my contest accounts up and running. So I'm gonna have my laptop here and another trading screen. So if I'm competing, like in the Robbins Cup or something, I'm gonna have to trade on another screen that's different than this screen sometimes. So I'm juggling my ETF account, my Apex accounts, my personal account, and then my challenge accounts. So I need more expandability. And then over here, I got a really nice mastering station because I'm doing a lot of AV editing when I start doing my videos. So I got some like high-end audio stuff to like essentially get the best sound quality possible. I'm all nut about like sound quality. So that's the new setup. And then behind me, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Originally I was gonna put the desks back to back, but I decided to make it L shape. So like in the room, I was gonna do it like this with the curtain. I decided instead to do it L shape and leave this empty. So I might just leave it empty for the space. You have a monitor dedicated to AV. Yeah, I just wanted like a little mastering station. I could sit there with headphones on, listen and edit videos, with a lot of space. Thanks, man. I've always invested in good equipment. Oh, I got the most expensive trading setup, probably of anybody that streams. There's a lot of people that, now again, like, I put a lot, but it's because I have to run a bunch of companies and I do, the coding and stuff. I need a lot of space to do my work. I'm not just the trader. I'm the guy that made the platform on the screen. I built this whole thing too. The entire trading platform. So that was a feat. I do like the new layout of the room though, and the walls are green for money. You gotta get that good stuff. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna go just relax for the rest of the day. Callus is active. We're outside of DD band. Sit out day. Nothing else from here. I took a small gamble to the long side, 2 micros. We lost MHP, so I cut him out. Then as soon as we fell into bull zone on Nasdaq, I took one more stab at it, added to it. It wasn't playing out. I trimmed, I cut. So now I'm out of the way. That's typically how fast it goes. All my decisions are pretty solid. Trading into Fed, you should never gamble into Fed, but because I was like, you know what, I'm going to make 200 or lose 200 just for fun, I did 2 micros. And again, anytime the danger is high, the position is low, and I said don't do what I'm doing, of course. But the point is that, I mean, that's not a bad idea to do that either. If I'm betting on the dot plot being great, I was like, I'm going to put a couple of dollars to it. And I knew that the extent of where I would be trading was roughly a couple $100 either way. I wasn't even worried about that. So when the risk is high, position size is low, and then that's it. So the loss is pretty managed, and that's easy. So if the coin would have flipped the other way, I would have made a couple $1,000. No big deal. So end of the day, everything that I do is controlled. Nothing's out of control. You don't see me doing dumb stuff. Control was, if you know you're going to gamble, position size small. And then when I took my other stabs at this, I was going to get in on my other areas that didn't work. That's okay. Tomorrow's another day. I've been killing it all week. So I'm going to go relax. I'm going to rest, take it easy for the day. We're here every morning, 9:30 in the morning. We'll be live streaming. I do live trading. I just recently won a global trading competition with Elite Trader Funding. I peaked near the top 5 in the Robbins Cup in 2024 when I was doing it aggressively. I'm going to be competing again in 2025, and this year I'm going to try to win it. You guys are hanging out with one of the best, I say one of the best future streams there is, but you be the judge of that. We're here every day. We have something really special with Rocket Scooter. We'll teach you guys everything we know, so come on over. Do I copy trade with my Apex? I do not copy trade. I don't believe in the philosophy of trading them all together. It's simpler, but I like to treat them separately just because I'm old school. There's no reason for me other than being old school. I think if you separate them, you get a little more control. But putting them together, you have to be very masterful about how you do it, because you don't want to tie 20 accounts together and trade them all like one account, because then you're putting all your eggs in one basket. Some days I'll trade 3 accounts. Some days I'll trade 5. Today I traded 1. Some days I'll trade all of them. It's all about the confidence. So I kind of treat it like that. Nice, long, quick, easy bull setup. I'll long in every account. If I'm not so sure and I still want to take the risk, I'll long in half of the accounts or maybe less. So I treat it like a position sizing mechanism, if that makes sense, Carousel. I could throttle my active position. I can only risk one of, like, okay, you know what? Today was an example. I was not going to trade all 20 accounts on FOMC. You know what I'm saying? I'll just trade 1 account with micros. And that's how I use it. I treat it just like that. So I usually trade 5, 10, or all 20, just like that. Lately, I've been trading 10. I haven't really hit all 20 lately, but mostly 10. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early. And we'll resume Zoom calls. I've got my voice back. 3 o'clock, we'll do our Zoom calls, 3 to 3:30 every day, about an hour and a half. The videos are recorded. Sign up. I put the link in chat earlier. Scroll up. You guys can sign up for that. And trust me when I say this is, it's going to be a life-changing experience if you're trying to learn trading. The reviews all say that it's life-changing. And it's not a sales pitch. These are active people that took it and said it on their own accord. Your mindset will be changed.